So we got a lot of stuff going on while the Oklahoma Sooners basketball team and football team running up, feeling up and down the basketball court. In the classroom, the University of Oklahoma apologizes after a second professor uses the N-word during class. For the second time in less than 2 weeks, Eva, another professor has used the N-word at the University of Oklahoma. According to reports, during a class discussion, an OU history professor read a historical document using a racial slur multiple times after giving students a trigger warning. Now, the university's interim president has released a statement saying while she could have made the point without reciting the actual word, she chose otherwise. Now, is it common sense to avoid using the most offensive word in the English language, especially in an environment where the speaker holds the power? Now, this incident comes just after another University of Oklahoma professor apologized for telling his students that saying "okay, boomer" is just as offensive as calling somebody the N-word. So the question is it ever okay for non-black people to use the N-word? Get at us, 866-9-RICKY, where we can know what you think. Eva.
Absolutely not. It is never a time where it's appropriate, especially in a place in an environment of learning, even if it is a history class. Just like you said the N-word, you didn't say the word.
Right.
You know, you can do it without saying it. And this is the second time this has happened in less than 2 weeks at the same university. They need to do an overhaul and figure out what they want to do as far as racial sensitivity is there, because that's horrible.
Right,
but
Gary.
Because I was, now just hear me out.
Okay.
Now I was thinking like maybe in the content of the way the person was reading the word for one thing, and it was a history class. Because to me in my head, I'm just saying in my head, it's just like when we saying something to somebody and you want to use a curse word. You say, well, I'm not going to use the curse word, but then it doesn't make the what you're saying powerful.
Right. Now, I mean, we say stuff on the air and then, without actually saying the word, because we can't curse on the air. So a lot of times you read statements and don't say the cuss word, on the air. So, but
it takes away from.
We can still feel the emphasis, especially in a history book. Like in a story, there needs to be no more emphasis by saying the N-word.
Right, but it's this brat here. But it says the professor gave the students a trigger warning. So that was that saying that I'm going to let you know that there's an explicit word coming?
Yeah.
So why just not say it? Just don't say it.
Exactly.
So the question is it ever okay for non-black people to use the N-word? Call us up, 866-9-RICKEY. I want to know what you think. Coming up, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Joe, good morning.
As a white person, absolutely not. It is never okay. It should never be said.
No, it's never okay, man. They need to chill out with all that, man. We the only ones that can say it. They don't need to say it. Appreciate it.
No, never, and they know it.
That word was created to tear our race down maliciously, and now we want to accept it, and they don't want somebody who created the word to use it. Don't want to use that word at all.
I don't even think black people should use it, to be honest with you. And then at the same time, I guess if the context, if they're trying to give a lesson, then maybe they could just say N-word instead of actually saying, the N-word. Hell no, it is not okay for anyone to use the N-word.
All right, y'all. Hey.
No.
What you say, Brad?
Hell no, it is not okay. All right now.
So,
and that was a white guy, Ricky. One of them was a white man saying that he knows that it's inappropriate.
Right. So what do you? I mean, Gary, you.
Because I don't want y'all throwing rocks. But my thing, like they said once, people said once before, if we would stop using the word around other races and stuff, maybe they would stop using the word. But we use the word, honey, as a crutch word. And, no, it's not right, but it happens.
I think we use it because it just sounds, it flows, the sentence flows better. And if you don't use it, it keep you from getting jumped on.
Right.
Exactly.
It's just
You feel what I'm
inappropriate.
saying? You ain't going to mess with him. He cool. He down.
But like they say though too, but if you sit there and let the word affect you, then that's where it's
Well,
powerful.
it was meant to affect you. Like that caller said, that word was used to oppress black people. And we have decided, especially the younger generation, a newer generation, has decided to take the word back, and we use it. And now the older generation doesn't agree.
But one say there's a GA and there's an ER at the end. That what makes it different.
But if you're white, you can't say NI.
Yeah.
Like, you can't say none of it.
Yeah.
No matter how you end it, you can't start it.
Yeah, so I mean, but like I said, if you let it work against you, because I mean, I was called many names hell growing up, so the F word and this and that, it didn't bother me.
But it's still wrong, Gary.
Well, it's wrong, but if I accept that, then I'll govern myself accordingly. But no, I don't.
How do you feel, Ricky? Like if a white guy said the N word to you, in like just joking or jest, how would you feel?
Talking about me? Mm-hmm. If somebody white said it?
Yeah.
No, they ain't gonna ever get that comfortable because I give off a vibe and an aura that they would never ever feel comfortable using it anyway. And when I'm on the elevator, people clutch their purse and everything. People ain't that comfortable around me because my demeanor when I move through the airport and when I'm around other races or whatever, I don't think nobody would ever feel that comfortable. And I don't let nobody get that comfortable and get too familiar with me in order to say something like that.